This is a GTA 5 mystery guy that not only he shows a lot of very interesting mysteries, he's actually solves a lot of mysteries recently. Yeah, he's the one solving them. And it's a very amazing channel. I'll recommend a lot of people to watch that. And you know, you can even watch his other videos without me being here to annoy it. But you know, at least say hi to me though. At least say hi to me, okay? But anyway, I'm talking too much, so I'm gonna try to chill out and just let Gator Keys talk instead.
It has so many theories that actually sound correct. But regardless of all of those theories on the ghost dog, I do believe I've found something, and what I've found has swayed my opinion. This is going to be the most in-depth video on the ghost dog you've ever seen. I'm going to cover literally everything, and then I'm going to show you my new discovery and tell you exactly what this ghost dog is.
Oh my god! And yeah, this guy is very legit, okay? I said that on the start, but I do need to mention it again. And I really recommend particularly the wolf howling. Okay, the wolf howling one is absolutely insane that I managed to solve that, okay?
So as usual, I'm going to go over what the ghost dog is. So if you already know the story of the ghost dog and how Franklin meets him, I'm going to put a timestamp on the screen, skip to that time, and that will kick you straight into all of the theories. So as the story progresses, a Strangers and Freaks mission will appear up near the observatory. This mission is only available for Franklin, and it serves as a multi-purpose. So as you get closer to this Strangers and Freaks mission, you can hear a dog barking. It is then revealed that the Strangers and Freaks mission is in fact the dog itself.
No, poor boy. I should have memories of going to this place here to try to investigate it. Because I actually started playing GTA 5 when I was on the original Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 release. It's actually a very popular phenomenon on GTA games. As it got very common to do that on GTA San Andreas. And try to find like the Bigfoot, the Leatherface, the fucking Jason. I never got into that because I know I'm a very smart person, very smart. I was never a kid to go into that. But yeah, GTA 5 kinda make me do that, so yeah.
Hello, boy. What's that? You said a man is stuck in a tree. And he needs my help? Part of you would rather leave him there because he's a bit of a dick. But you're doing your civic duty. Okay, shit, show me.
You just talking to a dog and just like completely find it. I swear, but GTA 5 is so many like bizarre questions out of nowhere. And by the way, you know, it's very earlier for me to be talking about that. It's knowing that a lot of the mysteries from GTA, they got like solved after the update, because there was like not a solution for a lot of the mysteries before, but then they added in the future with like updates in the releases for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, or fucking PlayStation 5, whatever. And this is so annoying because I remember when this game released and everybody was like, wait, but maybe because we can't look into the game, inside of the elevator of Mount Schiller there's a box that loads you somewhere, and you know. But that thing was not on the game. It was just like years after that we got it. Why, Rockstar? Why do you make that to us? But yeah, I guess this one over here not going to be one of these cases.
So Franklin is able to understand this dog. That's a bit weird. The dog will then lead Franklin down the mountain to a man in distress stuck in a tree. This man is Dom, the parachute guy. Now the dialogue between Franklin and Dom confirms that Franklin is the only person able to see this dog. It is in fact a ghost dog.
I like that maybe like this dog was actually his dog, maybe? Like his dog died and he just did not have memories anymore or something.
Mind giving me a hand here?
Man, that's a cool ass dog you got, homie.
What dog?
What dog?
That dog that saved your ass, man.
Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about.
What the fuck?
Hello? When you got a moment. Here.
My bad.
Like what a bizarre like question line. Like the last one, you just literally just like to jump out of a place, throw any parachutes, and he of course dies. And like why? Why? What is the deal with that? What's going on with this guy?
That dog.
Why the fuck is a talking dog that appears and disappears all the time on this question line also? With the stunt jump is such bizarre plot line.
Oh,
So that's a little bit weird. Dom didn't see anything.
Just a
The
tiny
ghost
bit
dog
weird,
that appeared
not
by
much.
the road grabbed Franklin's attention and brought him to Dom, saving Dom from a tree. Now once this cutscene is over, the ghost dog is completely gone. It vanishes into thin air. Now after this mission we don't see the dog again for quite a while. We go on a bunch of different parachute jumps with Dom, but the dog doesn't appear. Until the very last mission after all the parachute jumps are completed. We will find the dog up by the dam and the dog will warn us that
And there's like the site theory. What are you gonna mention here? Let me mention it now. It's like there's a... Oh no, it mentions. Okay, my bad.
Dom is about to do
My
something
bad.
stupid.
Hey, what's up, my nigga? I see you, dog. That asshole is about to so, which asshole?
What do you mean, Frankie? Why you saying there's a lot of assholes out there? God damn it, Frankie. How could you say that? Frankie's so mean. So mean.
That's the guy. Shit, whatever. You're obligated to tell me.
Isn't that crazy that we have so many like weird questions on GTA, but the fucking dog talking to the dog is probably like the most craziest one, isn't it? You know, we have like aliens, but the aliens at least are something doing like drugs. Like the Bigfoot revealed to be a guy dressed as Bigfoot. And the other update that they added, where you need to collect the little herbs in the ground to turn into animals. There's like a boss fight that you turn into Bigfoot and you fight like a super powered person. But it still kind of making sense because you know, because of the herbs. But this here, it literally just Frankie just turns up in a car and starts talking to a goddamn dog. Why? You need to have no explanation for this. I'm so curious to know. Why.
Get cast in a movie role more suitable to your talents? Oh shit, alright.
Jimmy, did you fall into the wheel again? Oh my god.
Hey man, I ain't too sure about this one. Man, that motherfucking dog was the real deal.
What dog?
I don't know how to explain it, man.
Well, it's your call.
No. Oh no. Maybe show this.
So guys, we did it. We reached 250 subscribers and still the fact that we've reached this number in such a amount of time is just phenomenal. I'm just amazed. Thank you all so much for supporting this channel and helping it grow.
He fell into the water. Oh my god. And as you know, water
Once
always
again, the dog
stops
was
the
correct, Dom
damage.
jumped. Now that is every single cutscene regarding
No, there was water. As you know, Minecraft, when you jump on water in Minecraft, you survive, so it's fine.
the dog. That
It's
is
fine,
everything.
okay? I'm
Very
just sleeping.
limited information about what seems to be a ghost dog. Now there are a
And now you
lot
can
of
do the
theories
jump
about this,
yourself.
and I'm gonna go over each one, but firstly, this is something you should note down. The dog only appears when Dom is in danger. Even though Dom does a lot of dangerous parachute jumps with us, we don't see the dog. That's because Dom kept his cool throughout those parachute jumps. He's very good at what he does, so he was never in any danger, so the dog didn't need to appear. Until the final mission when Franklin beats Dom by landing on the truck. That is the moment when Dom loses his cool and becomes reckless.
Oh, Captain Conservative actually jumped. Figured you'd take the elevator. Dude, it's me, Jeff. No way. The Dominator didn't make it anyway.
Wait. Was that him?
No way.
And you say that the dog not recognize this here as a danger thing. I guess it's fine. It's just, you know, just hit his head.
I'm gonna drop you off at the rendezvous spot, all right?
You overcooked it, huh?
Shit, I'm the king, the emperor, the supreme being of overcooked.
Yeah, like I said, there was probably some amount of build up.
I was just saying you missed a truck, dog. Maybe a gust of wind or something, that's cool.
Nah, it ain't cool. Land at reservoir now, bitch. We'll set the sliders to maximum and bust your tiny little processor. Poof! I'm gone.
Dom is an adrenaline junkie, plus he has to be the best at what he does. That's a very bad combo. It means he's willing to risk his life in every possible way until he is the best, and that's exactly what the reservoir mission is. Him proving that he's better than Franklin by doing something he knows Franklin would never do. So the ghost dog sensed that Dom was in danger, he came to find us, And he was right, Dom died. So you
No, he fell in the water. He was trying to do the Minecraft real life challenge,
now
okay?
fully understand the dog's purpose. He was trying to protect Dom. Now let's jump into the theories. Now the first
Okay, you explained everything, now where the theories starts. I'm gonna skip the theories because I kinda mentioned some of them, but yeah.
starts with an in-game website. The website is called Accept the Chaos, and basically it gives you two sets of photos, you click on them, and a disaster happens.
No, I don't like to watch this one. I don't watch it like this one. Well, basically, there was like a site that I go with the dog that is similar to the one on the quest. But when you click on it, they show an accident afterward. That is very brutal. And also there's a little bit of like side track. Hey, I don't get why like GTA 5, like out of the brutality of GTA 5 is mostly on the site. On the game itself, you don't have like the decapitation, like the arms and stuff. Because on the older games, like GTA San Andreas, we're able to like blow up people's head. On Vice City, no, on GTA 3, there's like the arms, right? You could like explode someone's arms or something. And on 5 is also not on 5, only on the site. And I never get it why this is the case, but you know.
People claim that this dog was once Michael's dog, because in Michael's house you can find a framed photo of a dog that looks similar to this dog, which
I completely forgot about this one. There's so much time I forgot about this one.
I guess I can understand the connection between Franklin and Michael's dead dog. Franklin is like a son to Michael, so Michael's dead dog finding Franklin could be possible, but even then that's a stretch.
Yeah, it's a very weird theory.
We have is
The
that the
Michael
dog is
dog.
Dom's guardian angel. Now this theory is pretty simple. The dog is a guardian angel protecting Dom, and it's likely a dog from Dom's past, a former pet that passed away.
There's actually like the explanation, I kind of just accepted it, you know, kind of. After many times of searching about this mystery, that was the one that I kind of settled in for myself, I would say.
This is the most believable one so far, but it does lack evidence. There's no evidence that Dom ever had a pet dog.
I mean, there is no evidence, but you know, there is not a particular bad assumption. That's why it's one of the most popular ones. I kinda agree in.
Now the next theory claims that this dog is God. Now this entire theory
God?
heavily relies on the fact that the strange man from Red Dead 2 is the devil. They claim that the strange man is the devil and that the dog is God. An interesting theory, but heavily lacks evidence.
What the fuck? I never heard this one, but it's fascinating. Oh my god, because if you rearrange dog, it forms God. Mind blow emoji. Oh my god.
And the last theory, which is that this entire encounter was a Lassie reference. Now, until I found
Lassie, did Jimmy fall into the well again?
I actually believe that this was the most plausible theory out of all of them. It makes sense. A dog appears and only Franklin can understand the dog. The dog leads Franklin to somebody who's in danger. That person then gets saved. That's the entire plot of Lassie. They even played on the words of Lassie at the very beginning when Franklin first met the dog.
What's that? You said a man is stuck in a tree.
There's like this famous Mandela effect. There's a scene where someone talks to the dog and says, "Did Jimmy fell into the well again?" Or something. And there is even like a Easter egg for that on Fallout New Vegas. But turns out this line that line was actually never said on the series. And I found it so bizarre. I kind of want like an iceberg explaining why the fuck did this formulate into a meme then, if it never happened. But you know, could be a reference to that.
And during the last encounter, the dog said he was going to play in a movie role, which literally screams Lassie.
He's this way, but you have to get cast in a movie role more suitable to your talents.
Now, I do believe that this entire encounter is an Easter egg towards Lassie, yes, but I do not believe it's the answer. I believe Rockstar snuck in some Lassie references because it was a perfect opportunity, but I do not believe the answer to the ghost dog is just a Lassie reference.
Oh shit, now is the important part, okay? I know it took like 1 hour to watch this entire thing. But now this really starts, okay? I promise.
Now we've gone through all the theories, now we're going to look at some of my findings, and I'm going to try to persuade you that this is the answer. Okay, so we're going all the way back to the first theory. the Accept the Chaos website, I believe that this is the answer, but not for the reason that everybody else believes this is the answer, not because the dog looks the same. Obviously that's one of the reasons, but people didn't bother to look any further than that. They thought the dog looked the same and then they concluded it, but there's actually so much more.
Hey, what the fuck, I went to the Guardian Angel one, okay? Went to the Guardian Angel.
That people overlooked. So, the photo of the family that we have the choice to kill, I believe it actually happened in GTA
like this
5,
photo.
and I believe the boy in the photo is Dom. Notice how the dog is sitting right in front of the boy? Man's best friend. The ghost dog said it was his duty to do this, it was his duty to protect Dom.
Wait, so did I got it right then? Wait, did I got it right then?
He had an obligation. He had an obligation to protect his owner. The dog in his photo is clearly the closest with the boy, that's why the dog is sitting in front of the boy. Now that is something I want you to keep in your mind while I tell you all the other reasons why I believe that this kid in the photo is Dom.
Get into my brain, Gator Keys, get it, I'm ready.
Now hear me out, the car crashed into a tree and it looks like they all died. Now it's very obvious from this photo that the dog, the daughter and the father died. The two in this photo that could have survived is the mother and the son. But the most likely one to have survived is the son, because he landed on the mother. As you can see, she went through the window first, so if that kid is Dom, then Dom landed on his mother, which heightens the chances of him surviving this car crash. Now obviously the next point is that the dog looks similar to the ghost dog, it does. But they also have the tree.
No, they actually don't though, that's the thing that always bothers me about this, they kinda don't. You see, this is a lot more yellowish. I feel like the ears is different and everything.
It does. But
No,
they also have
no, it does
a
not.
tree in
Does
common.
not.
The dog believed he was in danger because he crashed into a tree. I think this first incident, the dog was relating this accident back to the car crash. So this photo and the first time we meet the dog has the tree in common. Next we have the location of which they crashed. Now it did take me some time, but I actually found the location of which this car crash happened. And it is very close to
You found it? I was trying to find this thing for so long.
the observatory, which is also very close to the ghost dog. Now from this exact position you can see the two different types of tree that the car ended up hitting.
I was literally trying to find this for so long and just find it like that. God damn it. Yeah, but that was the thing that I was trying to find.
And you can also see the railing that the car went through.
There was no grass, okay? There was no grass when I was here because the game on Xbox was fucking awful. There was like no grass, okay? The grass helps, kinda. Yeah.
If you look closely at this location, you can even see a slight dent in the barricade. In the perfect position for where the car would need to go through to hit the tree. You absolutely cannot look at that railing and just tell me that that is chance. It is perfect. If there's one thing you take from this video, I hope it's that, because I cannot believe I found that. Now, what are the chances that this car...
I cannot believe you find that also, but I can believe it. Like I said, this guy's fucking amazing. I love him. I love this guy.
From this video, I hope it's that, because I cannot believe I found that. Now, what are the chances that this car crash where a dog died happens to be very close to where the ghost dog appears and where Dom is stuck in a tree? And this could be the one reason why Dom never mentions his family or even posts about it online. Because after the car crash, he doesn't have a family. It could also explain why he's such an adrenaline...
Ow, or maybe just a rich person that not mentions his family, okay?
junkie. If he survived the car crash, then that feeling will be with him forever. Traumatic situations have been known to make people want to feel that way again. So the reason why Dom puts himself in these situations could be because he desperately wants that feeling again, the feeling of almost dying. Now that's a lot to take in, but there is one more thing which I think will make my theory even stronger. One thing that will place Dom as the boy in the accident, and that is Dom's clothing. Now during the very last mission with Dom,
Very surprised I never talk about the kid on the proto being him. They kinda look similar, don't they?
Now during the very last mission with Dom, right before he jumps off the dam and dies, we get a
He falls into a bucket of water just like in Minecraft. Stop saying that.
and dies, we get a good look at the back of his top. Now on the back of his top we can see this symbol. This is the symbol for the sports brand Prolapse. So Dom wears Prolapse clothing to do all of his stunts. And if we take a look back at the original photo...
No way, no way. For real. Oh my god, it's true. It could literally just open with that. Oh my god, that's so true. This is so true.
Except the chaos of the boy and his family, you can see the same symbol. The boy I think is Dom is also
It literally is the same symbol.
wearing prolapse clothing.
Yeah, look, it's like the same symbol. Look at that. Oh my god, you can see the letters. The letters are this black line over here. Look.
Now obviously the badge in this image looks slightly different, but when you look at the entire art piece, everything looks
No.
different, including the NPCs. That's because this is an art piece. But when you compare it to every other clothing brand in the game, Prolapse is the only one that matches. Now we know Rockstar likes to give little hints to see if anybody can catch them. I think Rockstar gave us this hint on purpose. Everything that I've just mentioned, there are so many coincidences. That the crash happens so close to where the dog first appears, that Dom crashes into a tree, that Dom happens to never mention his family ever, that the boy landed in a position that seems like he could have survived the car crash, that there was a dog that looks exactly the same as the ghost dog in the photo, and that Dom also happens to be wearing the exact brand of clothing that the boy in the photo was wearing.
Oh my god. Hey, technically speaking, I'm right? Technically speaking, I was kinda right, because it was very close. Okay, I was not saying it was the same dog from the picture, but I had the idea of the guardian angel of him being like an older dog that I had. I mentioned this on the start, okay?
So many coincidences, too many coincidences. This has to be the answer, because everything else lacks so much evidence, but this almost seems too perfect to be true. I also do believe Rockstar snuck in a few Lassie references because it was the perfect opportunity to do that.
Let's
So that would
see.
explain the whole dialogue about the dog going off to be casted in a movie, and the fact that Franklin can speak to him. Now, I'm not claiming that this is definitely the answer to the ghost dog, but I do genuinely believe that this expanded theory of mine is the answer. This makes the most sense to me, but at the end of the day, this mystery is up to interpretation, so tell me what you think in the comments below.
Fucking amazing. That's what I think. Absolutely amazing.
Just don't tell me you think it's Michael's dog, because that's just ridiculous.
no, Michael dog. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
If you made it this far into the video, drop a like, that'll help me out a lot. Subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.
Well, shit. Like I mentioned, I'm very into that. I know like 90% of people in the world are not into this type of stuff. But you know, I like it, okay? I like it, and I'm very shocked by this. Oh my god. So what can we take away from that? Is that the brand was at fault, okay? The brand at fault. Don't dress yourself. Don't dress yourself because you're gonna die on a car accident. But anyway, that was it for the Gator Keys Ghost Dog Mystery. I totally agreed with it. It was pretty incredible. I'm probably gonna search up the version of it on the Xbox 360 just to make sure if it was still there or not, the texture. But yeah, that was it for the video. And thank everybody that stopped by here. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to him because he deserves a lot more than me. Bye bye for that. I found it. After 3 hours of me searching for this, I finally have something to add, okay? And let's see the comparison of the old version to the new one now.
Nothing. It's perfectly safe.
Like last time, huh?
Yeah. If I don't hit your vagina on the way down.
Vagina? It was there still. It was there still. You can barely see it, but it was. Okay, that was my added to it. That in the end, yeah, I was just right about it.